see in Chicago PD or the people that you see in Chicago Fire. You may beg to differ,
No,
but there
do.
may be, and that's okay. But there may be people that see Nene and Portia and people from Housewives of Atlanta, because you have people on there like a Candy Burris and Drew Sidora and people that have a background already in the industry of entertainment. And so the average viewer may not differentiate between who they are in the industry of entertainment with being an actor or actress naturally talented, because they're all on what? TV.
What is the main purpose of reality TV?
Entertainment.
Drama.
Entertainment.
Yep. Drama.
But
entertainment.
the regular TV is drama.
But I'm just saying.
Regular TV is
all you
drama.
got to do is know how to act a fool.
Regular TV is drama. You can act a fool on regular TV.
But I'm talking about reality TV.
But it's the point of it is identifying the difference. It seems like, based on what you're saying, there's a difference. Maybe the difference is a fine line. Maybe because I asked you, is one a little bit more elevated than the other?
And it is.
So talk to us about that.
I just did. What the heck?
What's the elevation? Because I didn't hear you.
I told you the elevation.
You gave us the outline of how
the elevation is the difference between
you
the
gave
craft
us
and the skills that you gain when you take classes, when you hone in on your craft, when you practice your craft, when you've been doing it for years.
Okay.
That's the difference.
So so in that description, you have to highlight that. You have to say that.
I said that.
You have to say, so that it's understood, not implied by what you're saying, but that it's understood that as an actor, this is what the difference is in reality TV. Because I said, is there a script involved? Reality TV people get a script.
And I said that.
They get a script.
But
I think it's a different type of script. There you go.
I said that.
You said an outline.
Outline.
When you tell me an outline sounds like something you're giving in a class.
Exactly. But I did say this too. I said an outline, and I said there's bullet points, or like different things to talk about. I said that.
But you're living. If I'm in a reality TV show,
beginning, middle, end.
Okay, so if I'm on a reality,
there's a description.
If I'm on a reality,
interior night, outside, inside, there's a difference.
Gotcha, bro. But if I'm on a reality TV show, why do you need to tell me what to say if this is my reality?
And I'm not trying to take anything away from reality. If reality celebrities are reality celebrities, that's cool. What we do sometimes is reality TV. It has its place. So it's nothing against them. I'm just telling you the difference between a seasoned actor and a reality TV actor. There is a difference. Everyone knows there's.
So the reality TV stars are kind of here, and the NBC stars and the Bravo. I won't even say Bravo because that's the reality TV channel.
Yes.
But the Netflix stars and the people on the big screen are up here.
Yes.
Okay. So then that's what you want to point out, brother.
Yes.
I think that we're in a climate now where people don't see the difference. And I think that's why this is a conversation topic.
And I'm with you. You know why people don't see the difference? Because people just want to be entertained, whether it's drama, whether it's buffoonery, whatever it is, they just want to be entertained. Think about when you're scrolling through TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and stuff make you laugh and it's silly as heck, but you just keep watching it because it made you laugh. You can clearly see the difference.
TV is TV.
TV is TV.
So Simeon, congratulate the Oklahoma Thunder, brother.
Oh.
We're at the time of sports reel, brother. What happened?
So let me say this. What I thought was going to happen happened.
You were for OKC?
No. I did not say who
I think you was for them.
That's not true because I thought
closet OKC.
I thought, and I was hoping that Indiana would win because they're right down the street from us.
Okay,
Midwest. So I thought they were going to pull it out, and it looked like they were going to pull it out until Halliburton got hurt. He said, "Man, don't know how to explain it other than shock." He wrote, "Words cannot express the pain of this letdown. The frustration is unfathomable. I've worked my whole life to get to this moment, and this is how it ends. Makes no sense." He's talking about tearing his Achilles. Now, I'm going to tell you this. They were waiting for this to happen. You know why? Because he had been playing the last two games with a strained calf muscle. And if
Right.
you know anything about the calf muscle, it's connected to the Achilles, and that's when it normally tears. He said, my team didn't make it. I'm a Chicago fan. Okay. Chicago fans, I hear you. But it's one of those things where he wanted to play because, like I said, he waited his whole life for this. So he pushed it. He pushed it, and his leg did not respond in kind. So in the first quarter, he went out with a torn Achilles, and they lost 91-101 or something like that. I forget what the final score was, but 103-91. But it was a good game. They worked hard, but SGA was not only the MVP of the league, he had the scoring title, and he was the finals MVP, and he won the championship. So he's with an elite group now by doing all of those things. But Jalen Williams, they had a Chet Holmgren, they had a host of good players, but Indiana played hard. They took it to game 7, and this is what we came out with. Oklahoma with their first ever NBA championship, and then they let they let a fan touch the trophy. I think that's cool.
That is
That's
cool.
really cool
Congratulations to
because the
Isaiah
fans helped
Joe,
them.
our frat brother, number 11 for OKC Thunder,
Yep,
a
yep.
man of Phi Beta Sigma
Isaiah
Fraternity
Joe.
Incorporated. Yes, so shout out to him, and congrats on that young king.
And I want to wish a speedy recovery to Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving, and there was one other person that got a Achilles injury. I just can't think of them right now. But there were 4 players, prominent players, and Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard. And here's the key, guys. All of them wore the same number. Wow.
I was really hoping Indiana would have won, especially after seeing Reggie Miller there with his son.
Yep.
You know, I was really
But guess what?
championing
Guess
for
what?
the Pacers anyway.
Guess what?
What?
They lost.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So Simbo, take us out with your motivational message for the week, my brother.
Hey guys, first of all, before I get a motivational message, let me say this. Thank you guys so much. Today's show was really fun. You guys tuned in, you responded, you gave your feedback, you laughed with us, you called in. Thank you guys so much. Remember to keep tuning in to IntellectualRadio.com, The Fly Guy and Simeon on the Real Talk Podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Simeon Henderson, Shelton, the Fly Guy. Make sure you guys tune in, like, share, subscribe if you want daily motivation and you just want to be entertained and get some knowledge. And I'm going to leave you with this. It's time to soar. It's time to take off. Stop being held back. Understand and know that you are like an eagle. Eagles fly above pigeons. They soar above the bad weather. They go above the altitude so they can float and soar high and on smooth sailing. You are like an eagle. It's time for you to soar. Whatever you want to do, that dream, that idea, that business, whatever it is, it's time for you to do it. Write that book, start your podcast, do whatever it is that you need to do. Why? Because it's in you and you got it. And remember to be symbolic, simply your best. And there's no such thing as can't. And please support the Be Symbolic Golf Outing, 6th annual.
Remember, there are 2 types of people in the world. A great guy in sports once told me that: ordinary and extraordinary. The only difference in the two are those who are willing to do a little extra. Talk to God. He would love to hear from you. I'm the Fly Guy. I look forward to seeing you next week. Same time, same place. Peace and blessings.